Gary, Indiana is coming through. Gary, Indiana is here for you. Gary, Indiana has come to play, 'cause that's the Gary, Indiana way. Oh. Welcome back to Hoggin The Airwaves with Gary, Indiana. Of course, I am Gary, Indiana, and this is Peyton Manning. You all know him from those commercials. Peyton Manning, yes. We love that. That's cool. He's very, very cool. What's new in Gary's world? Last time I saw you guys, it was almost Halloween. Hope you guys had a great Halloween. I hope none of your stuff got poisoned. Nobody poisoned your apples or candy. I hope you stayed safe. If you had parties, I hope everybody had a DD or whatever. I hope nothing bad happened on Halloween for you. Jesus Christ. Mine was good. I got some candy. I ate it at home alone. I turned off all the lights so nobody would come to the door because I wasn't feeling particularly social that night. Speaking of feelings, I was talking to my therapist the other day. This is what's going on in Gary's world. And she suggested that I was perhaps harboring too much hatred and anger, and it was irrational towards the AI inside my watch. Bixby is his name. So she suggested that I try to extend an olive branch and maybe reset and start on a new leaf with Bixby. So today we're going to talk to Bixby. Bixby, I have an exciting announcement. Hey, Bixby. Hey, Bixby. Yeah, we have an exciting announcement. Bixby is now the official Gary, Indiana assistant. He's my assistant. All right, welcome to the team, Gary. Bixby. Hey, Bixby. Welcome to the team. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you, Gary, for the opportunity.
All right. Well, now that we're on good terms, everything should go smoothly now, and I should stop getting all these headaches, right? And all the twitches I've been having. I've been having a few twitches. This should help.
I love you, Gary. Thank you for being my friend.
All right. So there's Bixby. Glad to see that we made up. I'm glad Bixby is. I needed an assistant. The show's getting pretty big. I will say that the show itself, the network, we are moving. Girthy Hogs Network is moving. We're getting a brand new set. Gary is getting a whole new set. Last time I was involved in a network that moved, they didn't tell me where the new building was. They never told me, so I kind of got pushed out of there. I think that was bullshit. But that's okay. Boo them. Boo. Fuck them. Boo. Boo. Because Gary's here now. Gary's doing great. Gary's on the up and up. I've got these steady Girthy Hogs paychecks coming in, and I'm so excited to be here. You guys rock. Speaking of rock, we have a special field report from Gary, Indiana, in the spirit of Thanksgiving. Let's everybody give thanks to everyone in your life and everything that you're thankful for. And we're all thankful for Gary, Indiana's field reports. So, Gary, take it away. Live from Plymouth Rock. Breaking news has arrived. Hi, I'm Gary, Indiana, and I'm coming at you live from Plymouth Rock. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, we thought we'd go on location to one of America's most iconic locations. As far as I can tell, there are no Native Americans here or pilgrims, but there are turkeys. I gotta tell you, Gary, it's a lot smaller than I expected it was going to be, and I was told you could see the ocean from here, and I can't see the ocean. Maybe it's behind those houses. We may never know why Plymouth Rock was built, but we do know that you can't see the ocean from it. Chew on that. Yeah. From Plymouth Rock, I'm Jerry, Indiana. Fuck! Okay, get another one. From Plymouth Rock, back to you, Jerry. Fuck! from Plymouth Rock. Back to you, Gary. Great stuff, Gary. As always. You know, we're real thankful for what you're doing out there, getting these field reports, going on locations. Very important stuff. So we're happy to have you. We're lucky to have you. Isn't that right, Bixby?
I love Gary, Indiana.
Right. Yeah, Gary. Couldn't have said it better myself, Bixby. You're my buddy. Sorry if I'm fidgeting a lot. I can't really sit still. I was washing my balls the other day with the new Manscaped. And I found out I have a hernia. I've had one, I think, for a while. I'm sure it doesn't make a lot of things uncomfortable, but you know, shout out Manscaped out there saving lives. People figuring out they got hernias from, you know, hey, look, there's a cat. Let the cat in the studio. But shout out Manscaped. Not a sponsor. I legally have to say that. All right. That's pretty good stuff. What else we got here? Oh yeah, I was scrolling through the news the other day, and I saw this story of these people. They ordered a pizza, and they had brought in some salt, and it spilled in a line on their sidewalk to their house, and the pizza guy wouldn't cross the line, and it was quite a ways from the house. You guys might have seen this. I'm sure everybody's seen this by now. But they were like, well, we're wondering if maybe he was a demon. He wouldn't cross the line, and that had me thinking. You know what other reason why wouldn't he cross the line? That's kind of weird. So I advise everybody to do this now. Go down to your local salt mine. Go find your local salt mine, okay, and purchase and acquire a 10-pound slab of salt. Just a big old block of salt. Take it back, chisel it down. Get your little mortar and pestle out. Get a hammer. Get whatever you got. Whatever you can stomp on it with your feet. Break it down into fine powder. Okay. Then take it outside. Sprinkle it on every one of your entrances, all your doorways, outside your windows, and keep track. Get a ring camera and a journal, and keep track of every time you DoorDash and get a pizza delivery expert that refuses to cross. And I think we can weed out some of these skinwalking demons that are about. I think we can really weed some of them out with this. We just document it and report them immediately to the authorities. So that's a piece of Gary's advice. That's free advice. That's life lessons from Gary, Indiana. It's important stuff, okay? Got to keep the people safe because Gary loves the people. All right, I gotta go wash my feet a little bit. But once I'm back from that, we'll get into fan mail.
It's time for fan mail.
All right, we're back with fan mail. It's the best segment of the day. I've been looking forward to this one. Let's see what we got, what we rounded up this week. All right, hopefully they vetted him a little better this time. All right, starting off, this one comes from Mark in Iowa. All right, I don't know if we've had an Iowa yet. That's cool. All right, Mark. Glad you're out there watching. Let's see what you had to say. Hey, Gary. Earlier I went to shit and there was a fly buzzing around the toilet bowl. I sat down and trapped the fly. The buzzing around tickled my beehole. Does God hate me now? Well, Mark, short answer is yes. God fucking hates you, dude. That's weird, man. That's really gross. That's disgusting, dude. You're going to hell, man. Dude, that's gross. Yeah, moving on. Get out of here with that. Beef and cheddar with a sesame roll and 2 buffalo chicken sliders. No ranch. Now, that sounds like an Arby's order. All right, it's not supposed to be there. All right, what do we got here? Hey, Gary, Timothy here. I've been stuck in a corn maze since a few days before Halloween. Oh, wow. It's November 13th. It's quite a while. I've been surviving on corn for weeks. Any advice on how I can get out of this toxic situation and get back to living my best life? Well, Timothy, I would start by probably contacting someone. You can probably call. If you can send an email in, you can probably contact somebody, I would assume. So I don't even know. I want to know what you're using that has that kind of battery life, unless you're charging it with corn. Um, I guess there's worse places to get stuck, but I guess in a corn maze, it's a lot like life. Sometimes if you're struggling, you're lost, you're stuck. You just pick a direction, you pick yourself up, and you just say, you know what, I'm going forward, and you just start going forward, and you just don't stop until you get out of that corn maze. It can't go forever. You know, sometimes corn mazes seem like they are endless, but if you keep battling, you keep your head up, you'll come out the other side. You'll come out the other side. You sure will. You just keep going forward. So that's my advice to you, Timothy. Call somebody to help you. That's number one. And then two, if that doesn't work, just keep going forward. All right. That was a good one. Inspirational one. Let's see what we got here. We got one more for you. Oi, Gary. Oi, Gary. Just that's what the email says, and the subject, Oi, Gary. Oi, Gary. Sawed off, you wanker. Sawed off, you wanker, me bollocks are blue. Sawed off, you wanker, they're blue for you. What? Girthy Hogs.
A Girthy Hogs production.